to honor our first middle school student today, Gabriella Gulchin. Come on up.
Thank you very much, Dr. At the middle level, the process is a little bit different. We have about 600 or so students, and we have a committee of 8 or so staff members that come together and receive nominations from our different grade levels. For this month, we had about 35 nominations that came in for our Outstanding Student of the Month, and Gabby rose above all of them for exhibiting the 4 pillars at Kellogg, and for many other things that her social studies teacher, Mrs. Crean, put together in a wonderful tribute. I also want to echo some of the sentiments as well. And we are so excited to be able to share this special day with you and the accomplishments of your children, but equally your accomplishments as parents. It truly does take a village, and you can't hear that enough, and I hope that you've heard this in different ways at different levels. And again, thank you for your ongoing commitment. And this is a validation of everything you put into your kids. I can't think of a better way or a better day to recognize your investment, so thank you for that. So here is what Gabby's social studies teacher, along with some input from her other teachers, have to say about it. You ready to hear this, Gabby? All right. So many positive attributes come to mind when describing Martin Kellogg's Outstanding Student of the Month for the month of April. Gabby Gulchin. Two that stand out are Gabby's diligence and desire to learn. Gabby comes to class every day with intense focus on the day's learning. She pays close attention in all classes and always asks insightful questions to make sure she understands the skill or information she's learning. Amidst Gabby's focused attention, she's also quick to offer her signature smile to her teachers and classmates, as she is very kind, respectful, empathetic, and friendly. These characteristics have made her extremely respected by staff and students alike. Gabby reports that she's very active in school activities and enjoys them a great deal. As she thinks she may want to become a doctor one day, she very much enjoys being part of the Biomedical Academy. It is, in fact, her favorite part of the day. When asked what she liked best about it, she responded, the fun opportunities, the cool activities, and the very, very special and informative field trips. Gabby's also thriving in the family within the MK family that is created among students and teachers in our academies. Additionally, Gabby plays the flute in our school band and just completed her 2nd year of drama performing in our school production of Beauty and the Beast. She found our year of hybrid learning challenging, but she also enjoyed it. She felt her teachers worked hard at making our time in school as fun as they could. She loved having class and breaks under the tents in the back of the school and always enjoys playing all of the day during the Kellogg games. Gabby likes to read, although she states she is a picky reader, enjoying mostly fiction, mystery, and horror. Finally, outside of school, Gabby's been playing soccer for the past 8 years and loves arts and crafts. In keeping with her generous spirit, she gives many of her creations away as gifts. Many of Gabby's teachers were excited to share what wonderful anecdotes this truly exceptional young woman had. Her 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Levitt, had this to say about Gabby. I first had Gabby in 5th grade during the COVID year when we were half in person and half virtual. And even during that difficult school year, Gabby was always a star. Positive attitude, whether she was in school or online, and she was always a student that I could count on to do her best work and be a role model for other students. I'm so happy to see Gabby honored with this recognition, because when I think about the student who exemplifies the WKMS pillars, Gabby is certainly one that continues to come to mind. I especially still love seeing her in the hallways and still greeted by her big smile and warm hello. Mrs. Tyler, Gabby's 6th grade science teacher, wrote the following about Gabby. Gabby is such a talented, mature young lady that has always committed herself to her education, as well as making her school community a better place. Gabby is the type of student that will give everything she has to improve her own learning, enrich class discussions, and embrace critical thinking assignments. I knew Gabby would do well in the Bio Academy because she loves to learn and challenge herself. What I also admire about Gabby is her positive energy that is truly contagious. She doesn't hesitate to help others, whether she's assisting a teacher or helping a student that is struggling with a particular concept. Gabby can be counted on for assistance. Gabby has demonstrated such leadership as a sixth grader, and I know she will continue to be a positive influence at Martin Kellogg. Gabby's biomed teacher, Mrs. Avarola, feels Gabby's enthusiasm for the academy and wrote, "Gabby has been an invaluable asset in class both as a student but also a peer leader. She consistently strives to do her best on a daily basis, and she offers advice and confidence to complete the activities, especially during after school. In her veterinary medicine unit, for instance, she was always the first one to complete the challenge. With all this confidence and determination, she also demonstrates great enthusiasm for learning the content, even when things get difficult. I am unbelievably grateful to have her in the academy and look forward to watching her shine." Some of the 7th grade teachers have similar sentiments to share as well. Her math teacher, Mr. Bruneau, stated, "Gabby is everything that an outstanding student of the month should be. She's incredibly helpful. I've seen a noticeable difference in the peers at her table when they're working. They look to her for assistance, and they're more willing to complete work and take risks, which I believe is largely due to her influence. She always participates in class and is working to make sure she's putting her absolute best forward. When she is absent, she's always quick to reach out to make up any work and spend time to understand it. Even when she's so incredibly busy between her work in the academy and work within the drama club." Her social studies teacher, Mrs. Green, added, "While Gabby is every aspect of an outstanding student rolled into one, I especially love when I see a sincere look of empathy and understanding on her face when we tackle the many difficult topics we've had this year. She genuinely cares about the world around her and knows how important it is to become a global thinker. That is an amazingly mature characteristic for one to possess at such a young age." Finally, Mrs. Bidwell spoke of Gabby's efforts in drama this year. She wrote, "In addition to her excellence in the classroom, Gabby is an invaluable member of the drama club. Throughout the audition process and rehearsals, she was unafraid to put herself out there and try new things. Gabby is certainly reliable. I could always count on her to pick up the choreography and help others with new dance moves, sing loudly, and have a smile on her face, be a role model for appropriate backstage behavior, and support her classmates. I'm so glad we have got her into the drama program for another year. It is no wonder why that Gabby's smile is mentioned many times over in this testimonial. It's physical evidence of who she is. However, her smile is always the broadest when discussing her family and her friends as she shares her intensely close bond with, and she's extremely grateful for both. Gabby Gulchin is not only an outstanding student, she's an outstanding person of whom the entire MK family is immensely proud." Gabby Gulchin.
Very much, Mr. Lambert. So Gabby, what role did you have in Beauty and the Beast?
I was a napkin.
A napkin? Wow. That sounds like a very important role.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a dancing part, dancing like a napkin.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what scene that is. And what kind of doctor do you want to be?
I'm not sure. Maybe work at pediatrics.
I love it. So we heard so many amazing things about you today. You're heading into high school. No, you have another year. You're another year. So as you think about how you've done as a student, what advice would you give to some of the younger kids at Kellogg to be as successful? Because middle school's not easy.
I would say just be as kind as you can to people and always listen and try your best to put yourself out there and help people.
And be the best napkin that you can be. Congratulations.